Hey guys, today I'm bringing a battle against Luneth-Arceus from the Smogon Forums. This is a full underused battle. It was a pretty long battle, so I had to speed it up 4 times, so I hope I can narrate it a bit. He starts off with the Scyther and I go for the Drill Peck, and it does nothing to the Steelix he switches into. I just go for the Heat Wave then, and it nearly finishes off the Steelix. I go for the Heat Wave again and he goes into his Lantern. So I can't stay in, obviously, with my Honchkrow, and I just decided to go into my Frutella. And I thought he'd stay in and that I could get off a Toxic, but he didn't, and he just went for the Steelix here. My opponent then goes back into Scyther, and I just went for the Protect to see what my opponent would do. And yeah, I kind of figured that he would be locked into U-turn, and I just went for the Toxic, and he went for his doggy there. And yeah, I just poisoned the doggy, and I don't know how it's called Manatrick, I think. And I just Toxim-Sol him to death at this point, because that's just what Clefable does, like wall special stuff and then like Toxic kill them. And then my opponent goes back into the Scyther, and I decide to go into my Blastoise, which is a physical wall, and he takes the Brick Break very, very well. And he even takes the Discharge very, very well, as you can see. So I doubt here what to do, and I just yawned him into sleep, but or he rested, I don't know what he did, it was too quick for me to see. But just to say, this Lantern is a sleep talking Lantern, so yeah. I decided to go to my Monkey Love then, and my Monkey Love is scarfed in this battle, and I just went for the Ice Punch here. And the Ice Punch nearly finishes off the Claydol here. It should have done more in my opinion. And I just go for another Ice Punch, and he switches wisely into his Lantern. And here I didn't expect the Aerial Ace, but Scyther was obviously packed with Aerial Ace, and I lose my Venusaur to it. So yeah, Venusaur did like nothing in this battle. And my opponent goes into another Aerial Ace, and yeah, my Honchkrow is nearly dead as well. So I just decide to Sucker Punch it to death, but Sucker Punch does like nothing here. So yeah, that was pretty bad. So here I go back into my Frutella, and I just go for the Wish. And I'm thinking what I can do, because I'm in a really tough situation here. And I thought he would switch into his Scyther, so I just went for the Flamethrower, but he didn't. And yeah, then I get the Paralyze, and it's like, because Scyther was really a problem in this game. I had nothing that could outspeed it or that could handle the Scyther. So yeah, it was actually a pretty damn hard battle for me. And yeah. So here is just the boring part, the stalling part, because he can easily rest, so, and he does that at this very moment. And I just go for the Wish here. And I know that he'll go for a special attacking move, so I just go for my Mismagius. And I go for my Sup, and he sends out his Sharpedo. And I just went for the Pain Split to regain some life points. And yeah, here my Mismagius really feared for a Dark Attack, because Sharpedo has pretty high normal attack, and my Mismagius would obviously die. So here I was expecting him to go into Scizor, but I just decided to go for the close combat, and it does like nothing on Scizor. And expecting a physical attack, I just go for my Blastoise, and yeah, he takes out my Blastoise. And at this point I go for my Mismagius, and he switches out and goes into his Lantern again. And yeah, now things are getting really interesting for me, because I can get off a couple of Calm Minds, and I decide to Shadow Ball my opponent. And since Calm Mind also raises my special defense, I get immune. I nearly get immune to special attacks at this point. So at this point he kind of knows that he's like playing very bad, because he should have switched out there and yeah, go for his Scyther or something and go for the physical attack, because yeah, I'm like at +3 or +4 special attack, and yeah, I managed to sweep here now. So he goes out for a Sharpedo, and I just use a Shadow Ball, which isn't very effective, but at this point I can sweep. So I just use a Shadow Ball and I finish off the Sharpedo. And then he will go into his Scyther, and I go for a Shadow Ball and finish him off. And I will finish off Claydol with Shadow Ball as well. So yeah, good battle, Luneth-Arceus. I hope to battle you soon again. Please guys, rate, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.